On the other side, joining me now, California Congressman Khanna, a Democrat. Congressman, the president spending a lot of time today attacking your party and Hillary Clinton as the first arrest looms in the Mueller Russia investigation. Do you feel there is a valid concern here that requires further action regarding Hillary Clinton?
Well, this is a total distraction. If you look at the facts on Ukraine, it was approved by a committee of 9 people. Hillary Clinton wasn't even on that committee. And it's a distraction because the president knows that arrests or charges are a very serious matter. I mean, when Jaworski did that in Watergate and had charges close to the president, it was serious. When Walsh did that in Iran-Contra, it was serious. And he knows that this is a very explosive issue, and he wants to distract from it.
There is the dossier. Clinton's campaign and the DNC, we learned this week, helped fund the opposition research that ended up turning into that so-called dossier. Now, Clinton and other top Democrats insist they were unaware of this dossier before it was made public. Congressman, do you believe that?
Well, I think the investigation will show the facts, but again, that's a distraction. Right now we have an independent prosecutor, Bob Mueller, whose integrity is unquestioned, who is systematically looking at things, and what we should be doing is not speculating, but letting him do his job. And what Congress should be doing is upholding his independence. Congress can make it clear that we will not tolerate President Trump trying to fire him or remove him. And we should not be distracted by President Trump just making accusations against Hillary Clinton, who, by the way, isn't even in the arena right now. I mean, he's trying to relitigate an election to distract from the underlying facts.
Take a listen to what Senator Susan Collins, a member of the Senate Intelligence Committee, said about Clinton's former campaign chairman, John Podesta, and ex-DNC leader, Debbie Wasserman Schultz, who testified already, or at least had interviews with these investigators on that congressional committee. Watch this.
They absolutely need to be recalled. It's difficult to imagine that a campaign chairman, that the head of the DNC would not know of an expenditure of this magnitude and significance, but perhaps there's something more going on here. But certainly it's worth additional questioning of those 2 witnesses.
So, Congressman, does it hurt to ask more questions of them?
Of course not, and I'm sure they will answer honestly. But right now, Donald Trump is the president of the United States. Hillary Clinton isn't elected to anything, and the Congress's job is to hold the president accountable. Mueller's investigation and scope is about collusion of the Russians in our election and looking at the Trump administration and what took place. So to try to relitigate a past election of someone who has lost, who's not making any decisions in the current environment, just seems a total diversion. What we should be focused on is the fact that there's going to be an indictment and people who will possibly be arrested who are possibly close to the president, and that is a very serious matter.
What if the indictment, the charges, and the person don't seem to have a direct tie to the election itself or to Russia? Perhaps it's a financial crime from a decade ago, for example.
Well, that's a possibility, and you know, the only person who really knows who it's going to be is Robert Mueller, because he's conducted an investigation where there have been few leaks. You know, I heard the person before talking about leaks, but it's very possible the leak came from the defense attorney. And my view is we should not speculate. We should let Bob Mueller do his job. We should wait till his report comes out, and we should, in Congress, basically support the independence of this investigation and not allow for people to distract from the investigation by casting aspersions on people without any evidence.
Representative Khanna, thank you.
Thank you.